In many parts of Libya, judiciary are already out of operation, have stopped. There is no functioning judiciary in Benghazi, in Derna, in Sirte, and there is no fully functional judiciary even in Tripoli. And this has been happening gradually over the past 3 years because judiciary was targeted by assassination, blowing up of courts, and the inability of the state to protect the judiciary. Only militias can protect judiciary, and it's not a good judiciary if they start being a protectorate of militias. This caused the judiciary to technically suspend its activities in the country. Some of the courts kept functioning, like the Supreme Court, for instance, which was based in Tripoli, but it again was hit by political competition. The judiciary was unable to keep itself independent from the political crisis.
There are further signs of growing division and chaos in Libya, where rival groups and seats of government are claiming power. Libya's Supreme Court in Tripoli has declared the country's internationally recognized parliament as illegal.
So unfortunately, there were competing judgments. The Supreme Court issued a ruling that may be interpreted against the parliament. And I say maybe here because there is a great doubt about the interpretation of the judgment. It was a very vague judgment. And another court in Al-Baida nullified the judgment by the Supreme Court. So this have technically resulted in a split of the judiciary system. Many judges are fighting very hard to keep the judicial system in Libya as one judicial system. I think this is very important, and it is in the interest of the future of Libya that judiciary to keep unified and that they resist attempts for them to be divided into judiciary party A and judiciary party B.
Sorry, can you think of examples of how maybe some judicial officials or institutions have been able to cross that boundary and to still cooperate?
Yes. There was, say, a bill tabled in front of the Tobruk parliament, or the Libyan parliament seated in Tobruk. It's not Tobruk parliament, it's the Libyan parliament seated in Tobruk, where the government, the current government, the Ministry of Justice, the current Ministry of Justice, tried to establish own Supreme Judicial Council, competing with the Judicial Council in Tripoli. So that we have two governments and two parliaments and two judicial councils. But this was resisted by the judicial body or the judges in the east, and they managed to persuade the parliament to reject the bill. So the Libyan parliament in Tobruk refused to split the judiciary. So we still have one judiciary, but their judiciary is under threat. Their judiciary is not independent now, and only after proper peace settlement and proper protection and stabilization in the country, it would be able to refunction. But of course not in the current circumstances.